What is it we supposed to be doing? Hey, play my music, man. Yo, what's good? This is your God's bad boy, Keith Jefferson, coming back at you with another video. Look here. I know sometimes in Christendom, we get into a lot of discussions about what does this thing look like? What are our gifts? What is the fruit? What should we be doing? Well, I say to you that the number one job of anybody, let me say this again, of anyone who's in Christendom, our number one job is making disciples. If we go to Matthew 28, verses 19 through 20, we see that Jesus Christ himself outlined what it is that we're supposed to be doing. So there's no gray area, completely black and white, what it is that we're supposed to do. Now, I see this a lot. And to me, it's very disturbing that we see people who elevate gifts above the Great Commission. And that should never happen, because what I see are certain ones who elevate those gifts. They are making themselves more holier than thou because, let's say, they have the gift of tongues, of prophecy, and some of the others. But those are the main two in which you hear about when you talk about the gifts. We don't hear the teaching aspect. We don't hear the administrative aspect. We don't hear the exhortation aspect. But those are also gifts of the Spirit. So when people get into these discussions, I always have to calibrate, what are we here to do? We're not to draw people unto ourselves. That's a no-no. Our job is to preach and bring people to Christ. Because when we get into those side conversations about what God has chosen to give us as gifts, he has given us freely, and that's his sovereign choice. What we start to do is see people who become more man-centered instead of Christ-centered. And that's not the way that we want to be. We want to be Christ-centered at all times, because at the end of the day, Jesus does not need us. We need him. But he given us such grace to where we can participate in his kingdom coming. So again, our number one job is to disciple people, go out, witness, evangelize. That's our calling card right there as Christians. Go out there, give the message, transforms the heart of people, especially in this world, what's going on now, especially post-COVID. Well, COVID is still going on, but I mean, when you talk to people and find out how many people are dealing with depression, I mean, the numbers are enormous. So these people need Jesus more than ever. They don't need anything about, oh, let's manifest this, let's manifest that. No, we're not magicians. Because the Lord said when we pray and ask in his will, not our will, in his will, then it shall be done. So let's look at things from a perspective of being selfless, being great teachers of who Jesus was, who he is, and what he's doing in our lives in order to convert those people who desperately need him. Let's not get caught up on 1 Corinthians 12th chapter, talking about the gifts. Let's get more caught up on Galatians 5:22, talking about the fruit of the Spirit, and let the fruit of the Spirit draw men and women to Christ. That's my 2 cents. Grace and peace.